Teddy, I know you are the sister of Alex Mercure. Can you tell us what were Alex's most important contributions?
Well, he was Deputy Secretary of Agriculture under Jimmy Carter and in Washington. And he was in New Mexico. He was the president of El Rito Technical School. And while he was president of the school, the he enlarged the program, the enrollment from about 500 people to 1,500 people, and he opened up two new campuses in New Mexico, and he was uh, responsible for the uh, that program's success, and was able to do very, very well and very successful. He himself was a very dedicated person, very honest, and I remember when we went to a luncheon at the governor's mansion in New Mexico, and Grandpa asked the governor, did he think that Alex was ready for a political office, and the response was, he's not. Probably he would be difficult for him because he's not flexible enough. And that meant he was too straight. He was very honest, and he was extremely honest. He also was responsible for the home education livelihood program, which helped the poor people in New Mexico uh, help themselves. Like they, under his direction, they had all kinds of programs to help them, to teach them how to grow fruits and make furniture, all these things that were handed down from their ancestors. He encouraged them to put them to good use in their own lives, and they were able to open furniture manufacturing places and apple orchards. And there were lots of things that he was able to get for the poor people in New Mexico.
And where did he serve in government in the state of New Mexico?
Oh, he was Secretary of Industry and Tourism under the governor Tony Anaya in New Mexico. So that was a big job for the state.
Did he
And
bring in a lot of business from
a lot of
other
business.
countries?
Uh-huh. And even from the movie industry, for people who wanted to make their films in New Mexico, because it was such a beautiful area to film in, and he was able to bring that industry to New Mexico.
What about his work with the university in New Mexico?
Well, he was vice president and associate provost at the university, and there he was responsible for all the programs for the people in New Mexico.
Now, you mentioned he was in Washington.
Yes.
And what area of responsibility do you have with the Department of Agriculture?
Uh, he was I've forgotten what specific, but he was undersecretary or assistant secretary, and he actually was left in charge of that department when for some reason the governor wasn't around.
The president or the secretary?
The secretary,
Yes.
right?
Now, had President Carter won another term, Uncle Alex was slated for some position.
Secretary of the Interior.
Now tell me about his involvement in the Tijerina land takeover.
Well, he went in as a negotiator to try and coax them, coax his group to give up the land takeover, which they were doing, and so he was able to do that. Um, yes,
Any final thoughts
that
of what kind of person he was?
he was an extremely honest, dedicated civil servant, and there wasn't anything that he didn't. Somebody asked him that he wasn't able to do, and he was just a very, very accomplished and generous and honest human being.